Yo, this is crazy. Chelsea have already spent over £250 million this summer. But you know what? They still want to kick 8 players out of Stamford Bridge at once. Wow, 8, not 2 or 3. First, Nicholas Jackson. Once touted as a future striker, he's now a permanent backup. Enzo Maresca has been very clear. Jackson is free to leave. Newcastle are the favorites, especially since they're in need of a striker due to the Isak drama. But Villa and Manchester United have also been eyeing him, even though Manchester United already have Šeško. Second, Christopher Nkunku. Wow, his career at Chelsea has been badly ruined by injury. He did contribute 20 goals last season, but mostly in the Conference League. Bayern Munich wants to bring him back to the Bundesliga, but they want a loan. Chelsea, firmly, they only want a sale. Third, Raheem Sterling. After being loaned to Arsenal last season and failing miserably, he's now been released again. Fulham are reportedly interested, but the problem? His salary is £300,000 per week, man! Who can afford that? Fourth, Carney Chukwuemeka, a young talent, but very vulnerable to injuries. Dortmund wanted him again, but Chelsea deemed his offer disrespectful. Fifth, Axel Disasi, bought from Monaco, but the result? He was loaned to Villa, and Villa didn't even want to make the purchase permanent. Now he's confused about where to sell him. Sixth, Renato Veiga. He's already agreed personal terms with Villarreal, but Chelsea still insists on asking for £25 million? Villarreal feels it's too expensive. It's just a matter of stalling, but they're likely to pull out. Seventh, Ben Chilwell. Injury problems and a falling out with Maresca ended his Chelsea career, but his salary is high and other clubs are considering him. Alas, poor thing. And finally, Tyreek George. He's still young and shone quite well last season, but if Chelsea actually get Xavi Simons and Garnacho, he'll definitely be on the sidelines. He might even be loaned out for now. Man, if you add it all up, this isn't just a clean sweep, it's a total renovation. Chelsea are shedding some weight to bring in new stars, but the question is, who will actually leave before deadline day? Man, this is crazy. Chelsea are playing a slide trick again. They officially agreed to €20 million for Julio ENCISO, but hey, he's been thrown to Strasbourg. Okay, here's some hot news that's confusing fans. Chelsea, through their owner, BLUECO, has reached an agreement with Brighton to sign Julio ENCISO. The deal? €20 million plus add-ons. But the twist, bro, ENCISO isn't going straight to Stamford Bridge, but instead is being sent to their sister club, Strasbourg. Geez, why is this like playing Football Manager? For those who don't know, ENCISO is a 21-year-old Paraguayan winger. Since joining Brighton in 2022, he scored 5 goals and 6 assists in 57 games. Last season, he was loaned to Ipswich Town, where he did pretty well, scoring 2 goals and 3 assists, although the team was still relegated. Now his contract is about to expire, so Brighton is cashing out and Chelsea is coming in. According to Fabrizio Romano, ENCISO has agreed to a long-term contract until 2031 with an option for another extension. What does this mean? Chelsea aren't messing around. They see ENCISO as a long-term investment. But yes, the strategy was put him in Strasbourg first to mature, then use him in the Premier League. Remember, Chelsea has used this trick many times. Players like Mike Penders, Mamadou Sarr, Kendry Páez, and even Ishe Samuel-Smith were all sent to Strasbourg, so they could get playing time, get a taste of Europe, and get their training done. Moreover, Strasbourg will be playing in the Conference League this season, a great opportunity for young players to show their skills. Now, if you think about it, this strategy is cunning but clever. It's like Chelsea has its own laboratory in League One. Imagine if ENCISO explodes in Strasbourg, Chelsea can just transport him back to London. If he fails, well, at least they can sell him back for a decent price. Win-win. Now, I throw it to you. Do you think ENCISO will be a successful project like Cole Palmer, or will he end up stuck like other Chelsea players who are just passing through? Bro, this is giving me goosebumps. John Terry, Chelsea's living legend, just spoke out, and he's absolutely convinced Cole Palmer is the key to bringing the Blues back to their glory days. Okay, listen carefully, bro. John Terry said something that immediately got fans excited again. He He said, "Cole Palmer is a maverick who can restore Chelsea's glory." Terry compared Palmer to Frank Lampard, bro. Crazy, isn't that? While Lampard was known for his timing in the penalty box and crucial goals, Palmer is different. He's a player who can make you jump out of your seat just with his style of play. He makes contributions that are sometimes invisible, but they leave opponents reeling. In fact, many opposing defenders are more focused on Palmer, which automatically opens up space for other Chelsea players to attack. Terry also spoke about Reece James. He said the key to Chelsea competing with Liverpool, Arsenal, and City lies in this young captain. If James can stay fit all season, watch out, bro. Chelsea could shake up the Premier League. Chelsea haven't lifted a Premier League trophy in a long time since Terry's era, but the legend believes Enzo Maresca's team now has the squad depth, quality, and winning mentality to compete at the top again. With Palmer with the project centerpiece and new signings like João Pedro, Terry believes fans can expect a lot. Just imagine, bro. Terry, who has played 717 times for Chelsea, lifted 17 trophies and knows all about being a champion, now confidently says, "Chelsea can win again." That's not empty talk. It's the voice of someone who has done it all. So, what do you think, bro? Can Cole Palmer really be the driving force behind Chelsea's return to its golden era? Or are these expectations too high for him?
Bro, is this serious? Chelsea is opening the door for Axel Disasi, and now Bournemouth has already moved quickly to start negotiations. Let me tell you some hot news, bro. Axel Disasi, the defender Chelsea signed for £38.5 million from Monaco, is now on the verge of leaving Stamford Bridge. After being loaned to Aston Villa last season, played only 10 times under Unai Emery, he's now back at Chelsea, but apparently isn't in Enzo Maresca's plans. So it's only natural that the Blues have started looking for a way out for Disasi. And the news? Bournemouth have started negotiations with Chelsea. They want a loan with an option to buy at the end of the season. But Chelsea, they want to sell him permanently, straight away, for better cash flow. So now the two clubs are discussing different formulas to make this deal work. Why is Bournemouth so interested in Disasi? The answer is simple, bro. They just lost two key defenders. Dean Huijsen was released to Real Madrid, and Ilya Zabarny left for PSG. So now, Bournemouth is in a defensive crisis. Even though with the arrival of Bafoto Diakite, coach Andoni Iraola still needs a defensive reinforcement. Well, Iraola believes he can restore Disasi's performance to the level he achieved at Monaco. Frankly, he struggled at Chelsea. Some even said he couldn't adapt to the rigors of the Premier League. Imagine, Disasi has only been in London for 2 years, but his career has already been a roller coaster. He arrived with high expectations only to end up surplus to requirements. The question now is, if he does move to Bournemouth, can Disasi bounce back and prove his quality again? Or will his career plummet even further?